Welcome to G3 Investors. This is Greg Gallagher, and it is Monday, October the 26th, and we're going to take a look at a short trade we did this morning, a scalp, using SQQQ, and we had a gain of 96 cents per share. Now, we use the MACD. We use the 6 is the slow period, the 20, and then the 10 is the histogram, the blue part here. And what we do is, I usually look at the futures. That's this gray area here, and based on that, I thought the initial investment on shorting with the SQ, which the SQQ is a short, a one-time inverse ETF that we use to trade against the Qs. I set it at 22.10, okay, but because we had this action in the morning, like the market was going to roll or reverse itself and go positive for the NASDAQ, and so it went down here, and then at this stretch, which we bought at the MACD stretch low, that's what I call the stretch low here, and we bought at 21.60, which just happened to be the previous close on Friday. So we bought, that way we can set our stop, really tight. I think we set it at 21.40 something. Okay, so we had $140, well, about 1,000 shares. So we had $140 risk on our 1,000 share position. And then, it takes off here, it goes sideways a little bit, and then it starts moving up. And, I have patrons that, that I send stuff out. And again, I'm teaching them how to trade. This is an educational website. So I'm not telling them what to do. I'm telling them what I do, okay, and how I trade. But you've got this stretch going here. Then we have the crossover. And, the red line here is the 6, okay, period. And the 20 is the green. So when that 6 crosses the 20, you see the histogram going positive. That's it moving up there. And so once this little blue dotted line here, which is also a simple moving average, this is a 5-minute chart, and it's a 6 period, or a 6 times 5, about 30 minutes. And when it starts going above the red line, I use that as a guide to stop. And I also look at, again, the MACD stretch on the high side. So when this got to here and this flew below here, I sold at 22.56, because again, right now at this moment the NASDAQ is trading above its 50-day, its 100-day moving average, so it's still in bullish territory. So I'm only using the short side as a scalp, not as a long-term trade. So, and that scalp means I'm day trading it. So I'm hoping that I can scalp it, and then I'm hoping it pulls back down in here somewhere in the afternoon, and I can scalp it again. So anyway, that's how we trade at G3 Investors. Now, I'll give you an example. This is the setup schedule that I sent out. The futures in the morning were down by 1%. And I said, it looks like we'll be trading on the short side. And that's the setup schedule right there that you'd get. And then when it actually got down, I have a few comments on what the market's doing. And then when it actually got to where we started trading, here, so I said, hey, we're coming up on our first scalp at 21.60, trading 1,000 shares, blah, blah, blah. Okay, first stop, 5 cents below the low of the day. So our risk reward here was $140, but we were looking for a possible reward of $600 or more. Well, we got 930, so hey, I'm not complaining. But then as the day went along, I moved the stops up so that people could learn how I move the stops up and trade as it's going, if you will, going back to our schedule, as it's going up, I move these stocks. There's a little formation that looks like, hey, it wants to possibly go down. Well, it didn't. So we had our stop set probably at 21.90 or 21.80 or something, and we just kept going up. Now, once you get these big green bars up, I start looking at that as an exhaustion move. So, again, here I thought that might have been an exhaustion move, but it never hit the little blue dotted line. So I didn't stop out. And apparently the MACD stretch wasn't all the way up. So there we go. Now, we did stop out, and guess what? It went higher. But I ignored that because this is a morning scalp. I'm not looking to trade, buy, and hold the SQQ for a long period of time. I'm just looking to trade it, to scalp, to make some money. And by the way, just so for your interest or your information, we did trade the SDS, which is the double short of the S&P 500 or the SPY, and we made a few $100 on that one too. So altogether, we made $1,200. Not bad for a morning trade. Okay, that's my point. This is Greg Gallagher with G3 Investors, and I'm wishing you good trading and good luck.